KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
All right, Hafa everybody. Welcome to the Sports Show. I'm your sports guy, Jason Salas, and I am really, really excited because I am in the presence of greatness right now. I have Tasi and Brandon, daughter and father, the next big thing in youth wrestling. So Tasi, I've heard so much about you. I've seen you on Instagram. I've seen your channel. I know there's a GoFundMe campaign because you are really going places in wrestling. So Hafa from Guam.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Brandon, tell us a little bit about like your family. What where are your roots? And I know you guys are stateside right now, but you guys are making so much positive news here, and everybody here on the island is really, really rallying behind you guys.
Yeah, I was over there basically for like 11 years, from 1999 to like 2008, 2009. And my family's from Hagat.
All right.
Originally, and and I got into jiu-jitsu with the Carlson Gracie team in around 2003, and that's kind of where my journey with grappling started. And and then I moved over here.
All right. So Tasi, what got you into wrestling, and what do you really, really like about the sport?
My dad, he told me that I was gonna come to wrestling, and then I'm gonna see if I liked it or not. And then I just started coming every day, and I started liking it, and I got better. And I just really like it.
Did you find that it was really easy for you, or did it just come naturally, or did you really find out that, hey, this is fun, but I really, really got to work on it?
I thought it was really fun, and it was pretty easy for a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so could you tell me about what's your record right now? Because I see, like, again, I go to your IG and I see like all of these, like, and the winner is Tasi, and you got your hand in the air, and like you've got such a big fan following. So what is your record right now?
So we just got second at state for Oregon.
Yes.
Wow.
And then she took fifth at the regionals before that. And then the other tournaments have just been, she medals at pretty much everything. So it's just
very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But and can you tell me, like, how old are you, and how does that make you feel, when they call your name, and whether you win, whether you're the gold medalist, whether you win, first place, or you maybe you're like your third or fourth and everything. How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel happy, and it just makes me feel like really happy, and I'm like smiling.
Okay.
And I'm 9 years old.
All right. Well, I know the answer to this question already. Dad, how does it make you feel? How much do you, I mean, because you've got a background obviously in Brazilian jiu-jitsu and everything like that, so you know how to control your own emotion and your aggression. But when you're there cheering for your baby girl, and how much do you have to like hold back?
It's hard because I'm a coach too, and so I'm on the floor doing that, and so it gets hard sometimes. It's hard to not get emotional with refs and things like that. But I mean, as long as she's doing her thing and she's happy, it's fine, and she's super happy. So everything's good. I love it.
Okay. Tasi, let me ask you. This might be maybe a difficult question, but I know you can handle this because you're a champ, right? Have you ever heard like that really weird saying, and they say, like, you're wrestling, but you're a girl? I don't believe that at all. I've seen some amazing female wrestlers.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
What do you do when people like say that? Do you just challenge them and say, hey, let's go meet on the mat, or say like, take a look at my Instagram, look at how good I am?
I either tell them that girls actually can wrestle, and if you search up videos online, you'll actually see a lot of girls wrestling.
There you go. So when you go on YouTube and you look for, do you follow anybody for, for inspiration, or who do you watch? And maybe it's not even like wrestling athletes. Do you look to someone like maybe like Steph Curry or LeBron or people from other sports?
I look. There's this girl named Rose in the UFC, and I usually watch her, and then I look at her videos and.
Very cool. Okay, so Brandon, now that I know you're her direct coach, what do you see in her, that comes directly from you? Not,
Well,
like, there's probably like, genetic and everything. And what have you seen in her wrestling game, that you even surprises you and say like, wow, I don't know where she got
I'm
that from.
actually not her
Oh, okay.
direct coach. That's this guy right here. That's
Oh, okay. Oh, let's bring him in. Hey, coach.
This is Austin. This is her direct coach. So
Okay, half a day from Guam, coach.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, well, let me ask you the question I was just asking Brad. Like, what do you see about Tasi's style, her receptiveness, to instruction, and how she takes that, that information and then directly applies it?
Yeah, her style is just toughness. And that's what you need in wrestling. She has the heart and she has the mindset of just being tough. And she doesn't stop wrestling. And she has certain moves that she likes, like an arm drag. She likes her double legs and she likes half Nelsons, and she gets after it because of her tough mindset. And she doesn't give up and she doesn't quit. That's the style she has, and that's the style that's going to make her successful.
Tasi, what goes through your mind, right before the match starts and the ref says, all right, let's go wrestle? Those few seconds, when you're just looking at your opponent, take me through, the mind of Tasi right before the match begins.
I usually like say everything like I'm gonna do, like if they put their hand out, I'll be like, okay, arm drag, and then get behind, and then I just say all the moves that I'm gonna do, and then when I get them down, I usually say chop them down, and get them to their back, and then pin them, and then I just like the.
So you're already seeing, I mean, that's a champion's mindset right there. You're already seeing strategy. You're already seeing, the game 3 or 4 steps ahead before it even happens. That is amazing. And it's interesting. Your coach said, how tough you are and you never give up because you have the nicest smile, if I may say so. I guess it's very deceptive. And, the opponent may say, oh, this is like a really nice person. 30 seconds later, they're all laid out. What has been the toughest match you've ever had? Can you tell me about that? Thanks, coach.
The toughest match that I ever had was
your opponent maybe were they stronger than you, faster than you, bigger than you?
They were faster than me, but like the first part of it, they were like getting behind me and like stuff, and then they were like they were so close to winning, and then they brought us back up, and then we wrestled again, and he was faster than me, and I got him down because he took a shot on me, and then I sprawled out, and then I got behind him, and then he I won that match because he kind of like forfeited in the middle, and
she made him cry, and then he gave up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. Oh yeah. So
and can you tell me something about, you said like, I know you were saying earlier, when they stretch their arm out, then you're going for like certain moves, like you're going for an arm drag, but tell me what it means to you about sportsmanship, right? Like when you say win or lose, you're going to say good match, you're going to shake the person's hand, you might give them, hand pound and everything. What does that mean to you to actually be a good athlete and make sure that, everybody has a good time?
It's important. Is that important?
Yeah, kind of. I want everyone to have a good experience there. So I would, if they lost the match, I'd be like, good job or something like that. And then, yeah.
Okay, so maybe the both of you can tell me. So, tell me about your training schedule? How many hours a week do you train? I know you just got done from training right now and you're in the gym, but how many hours a week do you train? And then typically what is your training like?
Straight wrestling is 3 days a week, for an hour and a half. And then the other 2 days a week, she's doing stuff at home. We have mats and stuff at home. And then, so now she started incorporating some weightlifting, things like that to put a little more muscle on. So.
Okay. And Tasi, what grade are you in, if I may ask?
I'm in fourth grade.
Okay, so you're fourth grade. So you're 10 years old and you're already doing weightlifting. I'm 48 and I don't even weightlift. Now we're big fans of yours here, way back at home. And you may not really realize this right now, but your island roots and your connection to Guam all the way on this side of the world. We know you get your hard work and your sportsmanship, and like your coach was saying, you're never quit, don't give up attitude. You've got that from being from the island and everything. So I can totally see where that comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what comes next, Dad, for Tasi in her training, in travels, in competing, as she gets more experience under her belt?
She just got accepted to the national team for Oregon.
All right.
So she is gonna go to Iowa next month.
Oh, there's good wrestling, Tasi, out in Iowa. They've got history. Yeah, that collegiate. Yeah. That's a big
major
wrestling community. Yeah.
And then so that's a national tournament. And then the next month after that is Spokane for another national tournament.
Okay. That's not too far away. I mean, that's what, 5-hour drive or so?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
It's drivable.
Okay. Final question, because I know you just finished training. You're probably super hungry right now. What does it mean to you to be involved in and get so much love and so much support? Like people find you like on social media and they're just cheering you on, and they're like, you're inspiring other girls, other boys, other athletes much older than yourself. People like me. You're a role model to a lot of people. Do you know that right now? And then what does that mean to you? And what message do you have to people who follow you and really say, go get him, Tasi?
It makes me happy, and I think that people that get inspired, I think that they should not give up if they do wrestling, because it's a really fun sport.
Absolutely. Okay, so that's Tasi and Brandon.
Then there's a GoFundMe attached to that.
Yes. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the GoFundMe, because obviously dreams come true through athletics and everything. So what can we, your island community, do to make that a reality?
Yeah, so there's a GoFundMe attached to that Instagram that people can donate to. And then we've had people like Alex Castro and Most Hated he's sending out a bunch of gear for her.
Right.
So that's awesome. So she'll be able to represent that. And just all the people that have been donating has been really helpful. But
cool.
It's the best way to do it.
So keep donating, everybody, because someone we're all connected to, a member of our island family, really getting it done in sports. So let's do the Guamanian thing, and let's support one of our own, because we take care of our island family, and you guys certainly are always going to be island family members. So Tasi and Brandon Boots, man, congratulations on all your success. Tasi, we're big fans of yours, and we're really looking forward to see what you have coming up.
All right, thanks.
All right, take care, guys.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.